In the early hours of May 29, 1914, a ship that was once a beacon of luxury and pride met a tragic and untimely end. This is the story of the RMS Empress of Ireland, a forgotten disaster that claimed more lives than the Titanic, but remains overshadowed in history. The Empress of Ireland was a Canadian Pacific Ocean liner, built to ferry passengers between Quebec City and Liverpool, England. Since her maiden voyage in 1906, the ship carried immigrants, tourists, and workers across the Atlantic, offering luxurious accommodations and reliable service. Like the Titanic, the Empress catered to both the elite and working-class travelers. She could carry more than 1,500 passengers and crew, making her one of the largest ships of her time. But no one aboard her final voyage could imagine the peril awaiting them. On May 28, 1914, the Empress of Ireland departed Quebec City, bound for Liverpool. There were 1,477 people on board, including families, crew, and members of the Salvation Army. The night was calm, and there seemed no reason to fear what lay ahead. But as the ship navigated through the fog-laden waters of the St. Lawrence River early the next morning, disaster struck. Shortly after 2 a.m., the Empress of Ireland encountered thick fog. The crew slowed the ship, sounding foghorns to alert other vessels in the area. However, another ship, the SS Storstad, was nearby, carrying coal. Despite the foghorn signals, confusion arose about each ship's position and direction. In a tragic miscalculation, the Storstad struck the Empress of Ireland on her starboard side. The impact was devastating, tearing a massive hole in the liner's hull. Within minutes, water poured into the ship, flooding compartments and making it impossible to stay afloat. The Empress of Ireland began to list heavily to one side. The lights flickered and then went out, plunging the ship into darkness. Panic spread as passengers scrambled to reach lifeboats. In just 14 minutes, the great liner disappeared beneath the waves of the St. Lawrence River. Hundreds were trapped inside the ship as it sank, leaving no time for rescue. Out of the 1,477 people on board, only 465 survived. More than 1,000 men, women, and children lost their lives, making this one of the deadliest maritime disasters in Canadian history. Entire families perished, and the Salvation Army lost 167 members, leaving a profound impact on the organization. Following the disaster, inquiries were launched in both Canada and Norway. Blame was placed on the SS Storstad, though many argued that the thick fog and miscommunication were equally responsible. Today, the wreck of the Empress of Ireland lies 130 feet below the surface of the St. Lawrence River. It is a haunting reminder of the tragedy that unfolded that fateful night. Despite the scale of the disaster, the story of the Empress of Ireland has faded from public memory. Overshadowed by the losses of the Titanic in 1912 and the Lusitania in 1915, it remains one of history's lesser-known maritime tragedies. Though time has passed, the memory of those who perished aboard the Empress of Ireland deserves to be remembered. A ship lost, but not forgotten. One more reminder of the fragile line between triumph and tragedy on the open sea. Thank you for watching. If you found this story meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe to help keep these important stories from history alive.